Welcome back to Lolla Pagoda, ladies and gentlemen, and up next is our semi-main event of the evening as the returning Zane Ulmeyda takes on one of Darren Tate or Dwayne Matthews to determine who's going to get the next shot against Ethan Sander, the TCW Intercontinental Champion. And here comes the old guard right now down to the ring, and we're ready to find out who exactly is going to step up. It's either going to be Darren Tate or Dwayne Matthews.
This following contest is set for one fall, and it is to determine the number one contender to the TCW Intercontinental Championship. Introducing first, Darren Tate and Dwayne Matthews. Together, they are 2/3 of the World Games Torneo Mono winner, the Old Guard.
Now these two men, say what you will about the old guard, but these two men have been key cogs in their recent success. They are just as much as responsible as Rocky Blade is for resurgence, actually, to the top of the TCW scene. I mean, you gotta at least, you may not like their tactics, you may not like their decisions, you may not like their attitude, but in the very least, you have to respect their drive, love them or hate them. Dwayne Matthews and Darren Tate and Rocky Blade have all been putting in the extra time and the extra work and that extra effort. In the very least, we can say, love them or hate them, that we may not agree that they deserve to be here, but based on effort alone, that's where they are, and Commissioner Sabin has recognized those efforts as one of these two men could potentially walk out of here as the #1 contender to the Intercontinental Championship, and you have to like their chances considering this is going to be Zane Ulmeyda's first match as Jeeves Jones, our referee, tries to figure out which man it's going to be representing the old guard here and facing Zane Ulmeyda. But let's not waste any more time, ladies and gentlemen, because here he comes! Zane Ulmeyda is back in the Terror Dome! What is that? Okay, I was excited, but first of all, I just gotta get this out of the way. Who is that, and what has he done with Zane Ulmeyda? I mean, if that is Zane, he's undergone such a radical transformation that it's hard to tell who it is. I mean, you can hear it from the music, you can see it in his cadence, you can see it in the way he walks. Something has changed in Zane Ulmeyda. I don't know exactly what, but apparently being in a landmine deathmatch, as we've seen with Mark Butcher, brings out the worst in people. And Zane has got his face covered up. He's taking that match. What? That's Zane Ulmeyda? Even the old guard can't believe what they're seeing. And some of these fans, they don't know what to believe here. I mean, we can clearly now see it is Zane Ulmeyda. You see the scars remaining from that landmine deathmatch, and suddenly it looks like Darren Tate wants no part of this, and Dwayne Matthews looking to step up to face off against Zane Ulmeyda, their first time since TCW *11 Mega Drive. But wait a minute, Darren Tate with the attack from behind. Tate going on the attack, but nothing, as Zane Ulmeyda doesn't even feel it. Look at him throwing the hard strikes. Darren Tate in trouble as Zane Ulmeyda raining down the hammer fist and a huge uppercut. Well, it looks like we have our answer, ladies and gentlemen, and Zane Ulmeyda. My God, the strength on display. What has happened to him? Zane Ulmeyda, firmly in control, but Darren Tate not being denied here. A man who has never challenged for the Intercontinental Championship knows what's on the line here for him. A chance to increase his resume, and Darren Tate won't be denied, as you see there with the German suplex. Darren Tate trying that knife edge chop, but nothing there, as Zane Ulmeyda with the impressive maneuver, taking him down with the bulldog, look like from his beautiful speed. Now into the side headlock, but Darren Tate is able to power out. Tate determined. You see how much Tate wants this Intercontinental Championship opportunity, and you gotta wonder exactly how much shape Zane Ulmeyda is in. It looked like he was in good shape early, but Darren Tate showing that experience, showing that, ring awareness, that savvy, something that Zane Ulmeyda has missed for months. We have not seen him in a ring. This is his first match. We gotta wonder just how much rust is exactly on Zane Ulmeyda. But if you ask me, from the looks of what we're seeing here, not very much, as there's the big kick, and Zane Ulmeyda looking to follow it up with the running knee. He got every worth of that one as he goes right into the Nagata lock, stretching out those legs, maybe setting up for a deadly submission. Either way, Zane Ulmeyda looking sharp in his return so far, but Darren Tate showing he's maybe not that sharp. As you see right here with the backdrop suplex into the cover. One, but no. Zane Ulmeyda is able to quickly get the shoulder up, and Tate now quickly back on the offense, but Zane catching him with the kick, and Zane outsmarting him with the arm drag. No, Zane trying to kick there, and Darren Tate. It's pound for pound, blow for blow so far, but Darren Tate drilling him with those suplexes. The grappling paying off for Darren Tate. And this is what I would do if I were Darren Tate. I would just beat up on Zane Ulmeyda, but look at the savvy, look at the confidence, look at the arrogance of Darren Tate with those push-ups. He believes he's the man, he believes his time is coming, and Darren Tate once again making Zane Ulmeyda pay for the aggression into the German, into the cover, but not enough for three. And wait a minute, Darren Tate though with the Murder City Slam into the cover. 1, 2, 3, no! Almost caught Zane Ulmeyda, and there you see the rust on display. Zane Ulmeyda in trouble, and Darren Tate continues the assault, but Zane Ulmeyda trying to stun her, can't get him, misses wide with the lariat, and Zane Ulmeyda finally, no! I spoke too soon! Darren Tate with the beautiful German suplex. You see just how much Darren Tate is taking advantage of Zane Ulmeyda's aggression and using it against him, as Jeebus Jones counts for 2. And there's the Irish whip from Zane Ulmeyda on the reversal. Another arm drag. Ulmeyda with the Ulmeyda City Limits, catching Darren Tate off guard into the cover. 2, 3, no! Zane Ulmeyda subtly saying, anything you can do, I can do just as well, but misses wide with the enziguri, but still catching Darren Tate with the speed. There's the athleticism once again paying off for Zane Ulmeyda. The speed is making a big difference down the stretch, and Zane Ulmeyda using his athleticism to his advantage, and another lariat you see from Zane Ulmeyda into the cover. 1, 2, 3, no! Quickly able to get the shoulder up is Darren Tate, and both of these men looking sharp. Darren Tate, though, again with the German suplex. Once again, the cover. 1, 2, 3, no! 2.5. Both of these men now evenly matched. Zane Ulmeyda looked to get the rush shaken off, but Darren Tate still taking advantage of it again into the cover. Only a 2 count. Tate continuing to turn up the pressure, but Zane Ulmeyda continuing to match him blow for blow and getting him with that hard knee. That could have been the opening Zane Ulmeyda needed, but no, Darren Tate with the thumb to the eye to gain some space. Tate now from behind. Zane Ulmeyda able to fight out, and there's the jawbreaker. Ulmeyda will not give up. And there's the stunner. Darren Tate in trouble. And there's that drop toe hold. And look at here, a regal stretch applied by Zane Ulmeyda. And Darren Tate has no choice but to tap. Just like that, Zane Ulmeyda marks his return to the Terrordome and puts everyone on notice, tapping out Darren Tate in the middle of the ring and marking his claim to the Intercontinental Championship. He will now face Ethan Sanders for the Intercontinental Championship, and I gotta say, this is gonna be one hell of a match. The aggressiveness from Zane eventually pays off as Darren Tate's spirited effort not enough to finish the job. Zane Ulmeyda makes his successful return to the Terrordome. And wait a minute, Dwayne Matthews is not happy about this. Dwayne Matthews taking shots from behind. He's not going to be embarrassed. He's not going to watch Zane Ulmeyda rile up these fans and see them happy about his return. He's going to get the last word as Darren Tate recovers. And here comes the old guard. They're ready to set this up. Darren Tate with the kick to the gut, setting him up for the status quo. But wait a minute, here comes Rurouni Mutoh. Mutoh with the Rurouni Roundhouse, and Darren Tate goes down. And now Zane Ulmeyda finally able to fight out. Stunner to Dwayne Matthews, and Rurouni Mutoh with the poison mist right in the face. And Zane Ulmeyda now, Ulmeyda sitting limits. Oh, Mutoh is back in power. Rurouni Mutoh finally comes to save the friend. And wait a minute, Zane Ulmeyda's not done. Look at the aggression. Look at this. This is just relentless. This assault from Zane Ulmeyda, and Rurouni Mutoh finally having to pull him off and say enough is enough. You're no better than them. And Zane Ulmeyda is having his disagreements about this. He doesn't like this one bit. The look of confusion, and it goes to show this new side of Zane Ulmeyda is terrifying. But up next, ladies and gentlemen, the one you've been waiting for, the main event. Don't go anywhere.